get ready with me slash story time. I don't even want to tell you guys what the story is going to be about because I just want you guys to buckle up, sit down, get your snacks, get your drinks, and enjoy the story time. So let's get into it. I'm gonna get straight into it. This story time is basically going to be what you guys requested, how me and partner met. And right now I'm just setting my face with a primer because I did my skincare already, so my face is kind of moisturized already, and I'm just setting my face right now with the primer. Primer won't hurt. I don't like doing my makeup on dry face, like just dry skin, so I feel like this helps. Yeah, and I also got new makeup brushes the other day, so I am excited about trying these today. But yeah, so and my son is eating, so hopefully I literally just put him down to eat, and I'm watching him a living room camera, so hopefully he lets me do it in peace. Hopefully this doesn't take long, because you know how when you're telling a story it can like go really long. So right now I'm about to use my Anastasia brow pencil and the dip brow, and I just feel like the dip brow just works better. But I'm not gonna be like telling you guys each step because I'm gonna be telling a story, so it'd be hard to like do both, you know. But okay, how me and my man met. I honestly like telling this story because I feel like, first of all, let's just say we have a 1-year-old and we've been together for 2 years. It just made 2 years. And well, it's still February, but February 14th on Valentine's Day, and my son turned 1 in December, and you know you have to be pregnant for 9 months, so I feel like the math be like kind of confusing people a little. And I'm gonna be looking at like the mirror, so it looks like I'm looking directly in the camera a little bit too. But yeah, so how did we meet? So I am 2 years older than him. We are both Tauruses. Our birthdays are 2 weeks apart. His birthday is in May. Mine is in the end of April. His is at the beginning of May. What else? Yeah, so basically he was in the 6th grade in middle school, and I was in the 8th grade. And we were always like flirt with each other. He would say like I'm his girlfriend, and I would say that's my boyfriend, but we never really had like a direct conversation. It was always through like mutual friends. And I'm not gonna lie, like honestly, I was not I don't want to say I wasn't into boys, but like just at that age in middle school, I just wasn't like, I guess like just trying to find a boyfriend or anything. Like, you know, we would say like, oh, that's my little boyfriend, whatever, but obviously nothing more than that. And honestly, my mom just never played like that, you know. So I don't know, like I just never, like obviously if I had a boyfriend, my mom wouldn't mind them to come over, but I just felt like that was so young. I had people around me like losing their virginity, and like it was crazy, and I'm like, we are literally still kids. So yeah, nothing against people that lose their virginity in middle school or lost their virginity in middle school, but I just feel like at that age it's just like, why are we even thinking about that? So like I've had friends like around me that was doing that, but you know, it didn't persuade me to do anything. I was just like, oh, okay, he's cute. So the way our middle school was set up, it was just 6th through the 8th grade, because I know some schools have like elementary is K through 5, and then some high schools and middle schools are together. But ours was just 6th through the 8th. And because I went to a charter school my 6th grade year, and my 6th grade year it was K through 8th grade, you know. So I went to a school like that before. But yeah, when I was in the 8th grade, we went to the same school. He was in the 6th, and like I said, we would just always see each other on the hallway, because the 8th graders and 6th graders had different halls. And yeah, we would just always see each other, or when he would come downstairs, when they would be going to lunch and I'm at my locker. But like I said, we never like sat down and actually said like, ooh, let's talk, or got each other number or anything. So it was only like in school kind of thing, like, you know how that flirting in school, couldn't wait to go to school to see him and stuff like that. So fast forward to me going to, I should have did my eyebrows off camera because like trying to focus on eyebrows is just so crazy. And I just recently got my lashes done 2 nights ago, so I'm happy about that because I was doing like trying to do the strip. I have not done strips since like the first time I tried it in freshman year of college. So the other night or like last week when I was doing it, going out for Valentine's, it was just so hard to do. Y'all gonna hear my son in the background because I went to Pilates this morning, so I wasn't able to like do it while his nap time. Like when I got here, I took a shower and he just got up when I got out the shower. But okay, let me stay on track, y'all, because I will get off track. So yeah, so fast forward to, I got to high school, which I was in the 9th grade. He was in the 7th. So he was still in middle school, and we just never like said anything to each other, obviously, because we didn't see each other. But his brothers went to the school that I was at, and if you know, well, none of you guys know, but him and his brothers look just alike. So anytime I would see them, I'm just like, oh my God, it reminds me of him. But I never like tried to reach out to him or anything like that. So that's when I had got into like my very first relationship with a guy on a football team, and it was just like really bad and terrible. Like he was just like not for me. And I think I just was like persuaded really in a way. I was getting to high school trying to be like people that I was around, which I really hate that I was like, I'm not easily persuaded, but like back then I was just trying to fit in with everybody. So I hated that I even like got into a relationship, but it was like towards the end of my 9th grade year, but it didn't last long because I cut it off because I just realized like it was just too much drama, and you know, he was just like sleeping with so many people, so it made me not want to sleep with him. So I cut it off. So fast forward to, I was just like single, and I had like a little fling or whatever, but I just didn't want it. I didn't see it going anywhere, taking it serious. So we just remained friends. And fast forward to him getting to high school. So when he got to high school, like obviously I'm still like, oh my God, like he's so fine. He's still fine now. He looks a little older. Like, and honestly, it was so many girls on him that it was crazy. Like when I say I've never been with a man that like girls wanted him, like especially in high school. Like obviously girls want people that got money and stuff like that. Like I've experienced that. But like people just wanted him like soon as he got up there, like so many people. And it was a particular girl that was trying so hard. And y'all, I was just like, I just knew she didn't have it in the bag. I was just like, okay, whatever. So I kind of like just sat back and didn't even like pay attention to the whole thing, because I was like, okay, you know how when you just know, like, I don't know. And I just felt like he liked me. So I'm like, I'm not even worried. So let me make sure this is it. Because I got new brushes, but I want to make sure these are the right ones. I wonder where is the, maybe I can use this one for the foundation. But yeah, so basically he, like I did volleyball, I did soccer, I tried tennis for a few, and then I ended up quitting. But I did volleyball and soccer all 4 years of high school, and I also did cheerleading for 2 years. So I yeah, like I had volleyball practice and he stayed after, because obviously it was like volleyball season, and he also did basketball. So he would just like stay after school. I don't know if they had like practice or he was like trying to get in the gym after we were done. But like he would just walk around like the little track area of the gym, and we would be practicing, and like, you know, we would just see each other and stuff like that after school. So one of the times like I had practice, like we had a mutual friend, he stayed after too because he played basketball, and I was just walking around. He came up to me like, Damien, wants your number. And I'm like, okay, he can come to me. Like, you know, and I know we're kids. Like, we were kids at the time. So obviously, like, you know, like I was scared to go to him. So, and then we finally like exchanged numbers. And once we exchanged numbers, I had to put more foundation because I feel like this brush is so soft. I don't know if I like this for the foundation. Like, I'm used to like my hard foundation brush, but maybe this is good because it's kind of like painting like and sitting it in my skin, but it literally feels like nothing is on. But yeah, so we exchanged numbers. We were texting, and you know how it is, that butterfly feeling, just texting, and I couldn't wait to go back to school and things like that. So we were doing that, and then we ended up getting into a relationship. And yeah, like we were just like a hot couple in school. Like, we literally was like one of the top couples in school, and like we were just, I don't know, so crazy. Like, we was just, oh, I'm looking at the camera, my son. But yeah, like we was just like a top it in school. So we would do like the yearbook couple thing, and you know, all different things. And then we went to prom my 12th grade year, which was his 10th grade year. So we did that or whatever, and it was really nice. And then I obviously was going off to college, and he was going off. No, he wasn't in college yet or going to college yet. So he ended up staying back in high school. So we was like still dating or whatever. We seen each other before I left. Like, I literally cried. We did not want to leave each other. We was not used to like just not being together, because in high school we was together every day. We was together after school. Like, literally we did not skip a day without seeing each other. Even on the weekends, it would either be my house or his house. Like, we were just so attached. So, you know, just me going to college was like really a big change. And I didn't drive my first year because it was just like, I don't know, I guess my dad and them wanted me to experience like the college life first, like, you know, just to see my environment and stuff, you know, before taking a car, you know, just get familiar with the place or the area that I'm at. So then that way, when I do take my car, you know, I'll be able to, like, just be able to know where things are and be more safe and stuff. So that was fine too, especially because I stayed in an all-girls dorm the first year, freshman year, and they actually place you in these dorms. You don't get to pick. So I honestly liked that my first year, because I was just so scared of like just guys and, you know, getting raped or like, you know, just weirdos and stuff. So I honestly had loved that for me. And then we were talking, and like it was so many events and stuff going on, like in college. Like, it was so hard like to see each other. Like, I will only see him like the breaks and stuff, and it was just a lot. And then I feel like, you know, people were getting in his head, because he would tell me like, you know, they would just be like, oh, you think she's gonna be faithful to you, she's in college, like you're here. Which I get it, because I can see like just friends being in his ear, and it just wasn't really good for us, because when I did have to, like, we were talking stuff, and then I had like friends in college, they're like, oh, Amber, let's go here to this event, or let's go outside to here, or let's go to this party. And like, I would have to get off the phone with him. And then you got to think about it, college is, you're just going to your classes. Like, it's not like a whole thing where everybody is going to like everybody is going to class at the same time and stuff. Like, some days I didn't even have class, and like he still, you know, was in high school. So high school, you know, they're gonna have classes the same time every day. And like, he was like up early, I would be like in the bed sometime, not getting up. Like, it was just, the schedule was crazy. So he ended up like just telling me like people were getting in his ear, and then we just made a mutual like agreement to just remain friends, and, you know, like let each other like just explore. Plus also too, I wanted him to focus on basketball and just, you know, be able to like do what he needs to do, versus like worried about what I have going on, or we're like, you know, worried about each other. So I'm gonna have to use my other brush. I have to get used to these brushes, because yeah, these e.l.f. old brushes I had was so good. And it's like, not that the new ones are bad, but like, I'm just not used to those, you know? Like, I'm used to like, look at this concealer brush, and then yeah, this is the concealer brush, and then look at this concealer. Hold on, where is that? Is this one? Yeah, this concealer brush. They're different, like, you know. But yeah, so basically we had like both just made a mutual agreement to just not like be in a relationship, be friends and stuff. And we were still following each other on social media, still talking. When I would go home for breaks, like we would still see each other, and you know, we would still spend time together sometimes. And then yeah, then it kind of like drifted apart, and we kind of like just started falling off, which I knew that was gonna happen because like I said, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, like it's just, it's one of those things where maybe I can use this one. No, yeah, I don't know about these new brushes. I have to get used to those, but yeah, it was just one of those things where you know, like it was just like, okay, like we're not dating, like we want each other to explore. So obviously because we dated and loved each other, we wasn't going to be able to like be okay with the fact someone's talking to someone else. So we just kind of like just drifted away from texting. And yeah, and it was also just hard, like because he ended up moving to Atlanta his last year of college. I mean, not college, his last year of high school. So it was just like, yeah, at the time it was just like, yeah, we're still not gonna be able to see each other. So yeah, we end up just like stopped talking, and we would still follow each other on social media. So fast forward to like my sophomore year, late in my sophomore year of college, I end up getting into a relationship with someone from back home that I had already had like an encounter with before. And we kind of like just hit it off like as friends. Well, we was already friends, but like we just hit it off, and we were just in a relationship. And then I ended up moving colleges because of the guy I was with. Obviously, if you're new here, you may not know, but he plays in the NBA. So it was just like that type of thing. So I left that college, and then I end up going to another college, and I was in that relationship for 4 years, and then that didn't work out. So I end up just taking a year off of relationships and just trying to find myself again, because that was like my first time actually in a committed like real relationship, like living with someone. And you know, that was my first like heartbreak and stuff. So we end up like just drifting apart. That was that. And then me and my partner now, we started back like communicating. Like because I obviously, like with my last relationship, I had to unfollow him because the guy that I was with at the time didn't want me to follow like my now partner. So you know, I had to respect it, so I unfollowed him, but he would still be like watching my stuff. So I felt like because we didn't have like a weird like ending, like we were always like just have that love for each other. So basically like he was just like around, and I had told him like my situation, like, hey, like I just got out of a relationship, I'm just not into nobody right now. And when I say I wasn't even into anybody, I didn't give no guy the time of the day, because you know, I don't want to get emotional, because like that was like just a really, really hard time for me. So it was just like a transition. So I had to like, you know, just face reality and get back to like myself. So I did that with him, like, you know, just checking in on me, and he was like really there for me, and just like really been a nice person. It was no strings attached, none of that type of thing. So I really had like respect him for that, because you know, people can't take advantage of people like in those situations. So after that, I finally, like towards like the end of 2021, I was like, okay, because I got out of that relationship the beginning of 2021. Well, kind of like 2020, it was like a little rocky, so I kind of knew it was coming downhill. But I officially left that situation in 2021. I think it was of February, I think. Yeah, February, January, February-ish, or maybe February. Yeah, the end of February, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, so I was like talking to him like a little bit here and there, but I was like, you know what, like I just don't have time for anyone or whatever. So I just kind of like let that go away. And then I caught myself like just looking on his stuff, like trying to like figure him out. But then I also was trying to make sure I just wasn't trying to find somebody to replace like that love and attention that I was used to. So I was like, you know what, Like, I'm just literally gonna wait until I'm over like my healing stage, which healing doesn't have no type of expiration date on it. So you can feel away at any point in time, which I've been learning that, like, you know, just trauma, whether it's childhood, relationships, friendships, like stuff, or like grieving, like death of a family member, of a friend or somebody. I see that it can come back at you at any time. Like, you know, you can feel that at any time. So basically, because I gotta make sure I can focus to do the same thing. But yeah, so basically that's like kind of how it hit off. He was like just there for me, and then towards the end of 2021, I was like, you know what, because he had wanted me to come to his home before, but I was like, you know what, no, like I just really wasn't trying to do it, because I went before and I thought I was done in that last relationship and I wasn't. So it was just like I wanted to make sure I was officially done and like just healing and stuff. So I just like kind of ignored that and was just telling him like, no, I don't want to come to your home, like da 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 da. So the end of 2021, which had been like almost a year like of being celibate, like literally not entertaining no one or anything, focusing on myself, like everything. So I ended up moving into my first high-rise apartment. And I was just like, okay, things are going up for me. I was like working on my business. I was just doing so much. So I ended up just doing that or whatever. And I finished college. I had graduated. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time for me to, you know, now that I kind of like, because I knew I was going to graduate, but I was, I just had to wait until the graduation came. So I was like, you know what? I can like go see him. Like, why not? Like, you know, I already graduated, or I was like, I think the time I was thinking about it, I didn't cross the stage yet, but then when I crossed the stage, I ended up planning a trip to go up there. So I had like brought it up to him or whatever, and he was like, stay for 2 weeks. And I was like, 2 weeks? Like, you know, like, because we haven't been around each other in that type of like situation in a very long time, I'm just like, I don't know how it's gonna be. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna like him again, like, you know, because people change. So I was just like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It was just kind of like just one of those type of situations. So I end up what did I do? I end up going in like January, and I stayed for 2 weeks, and it was like so amazing. It was just like a breath of fresh air. Like, it was just like, wow. Like, you know, like it kind of like just was a good type of feeling. He was a good person to be around. He didn't press like anything. Like, it was just really honestly a good time for me. So I was like, okay, like, but I still wanted to like take it slow, because I'm like, I still have to see, like, obviously I know like we're not in a relationship, so he had to be like talking to somebody previously, or, you know, doing his own thing. So I just wanted to make sure, like, you know, like that was out of the window before really like taking it serious and doing things like that. Even though I wasn't even talking to anyone, I was just like, I don't know. So fast forward to maybe like when I came back home, and when I went back home, and he was like, he wanted to see me again. I was just like, oh, I was just there. So the fact that he wanted to see me again that quick, I was like, wow. So that was kind of like that. And then we exchanged like social medias and stuff. Like, it was just like, oh wow, like we exchanged social media. And yeah, like I was just like, dang, like, you know, like that was kind of new for me, because I've never like had someone like want to do that. Like, most of the time it's always just, or I don't want to say always, because I've only been in like 2 serious relationships, but like it was just like no, this is my phone, this is your phone, that's your phone. Like, so I'm like, oh wow, like, you know. And then I want to say like after that, I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything, y'all. Oh, powder. I think I got enough bronzer. I'm gonna like go in with the powder and then go back in with the bronzer, just to make sure. But yeah, so basically, where is the powder? Oh, duh, I'm gonna use my sponges. I'm just a girl. It's pink, and like the sponges are pink and white, but everything is like this baby type of pink. So cute. I got this find from Home Goods, and yes, it's just the best thing ever. I don't know if I can get into it though. But yeah, so basically like we were just hold on, let me get this open first. But yeah, so basically where were I don't even know where I was at. I think I was, just sharing the social media and stuff. And then I ended up going to one of his games that he had in North Carolina. So I was right there. So I ended up driving over there and I went to the game. And then I literally flew out like a week after. And then I stayed. And then he asked me out on Valentine's Day. And then after that, it was just like history. Like we literally was just with each other like all the time, and we end up, I think, conceiving my son in like March or April, like literally 2 months after, maybe a month and a half, either a month or a month and a half after dating. And I just feel like it was just like God's timing. And I just feel like, you know that saying where you could be with someone for like 5 years or 10 years and they don't even like do anything to like, oh, propose to you, or you know, just anything. And then you could be with someone for literally a couple months or a year and they do everything that, you know, or make you feel more, like make you feel better than you were with someone for 10 years, if that makes sense. So I was just like, wow, I felt that. And then that's how, like, then we had my son. And then now we're here in Houston. And I just feel like he is really a great guy. He is just like my person. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I get a lot of I don't know. I might get a lot of like backlash for this. But my mom will always tell me like relationship. Well, I don't want to say like all relationships. But I just feel like me and my boyfriend obviously love each other, but I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say it. Never mind. Because I was going to say like this saying that people say, but then it's like I don't want people to take it the wrong way or think anything, so disregard that. But yeah, like I just feel like, yeah, like it was just meant to be, God's timing, and that's just what it is. Like, he is really a great guy. My pregnancy was so healthy. Like, I literally didn't have to do anything. Like, he did everything, especially when I would get out the shower. He would, sometimes he would even bathe me. Because, like, pregnancy was just so crazy. That was my first child. So it was just like, wow. I cannot believe this is how pregnancy feels. Like, it was just crazy. So I end up, yeah, like we would just end up like, he was just doing everything for me. And then my pregnancy was just so healthy. And then I hid it for almost 7 months because I just wanted like that peaceful pregnancy. And you know, people, honestly, I was gonna hide it until I gave birth. But we were gonna have a baby shower since this was our first baby, both of us. And you know, I don't know, like now that I know, whenever I do have another one, I don't know if I want a baby shower. I think I just want like just an intimate type of, not even like just me and him type of thing. And he's calling me, so give me just a second. Hello. Because he had got some groceries. I didn't even know, like they don't even knock on the door. But basically I was just saying like, yeah, like I just had a healthy pregnancy. I had like a healthy delivery. It was just obviously hard for me because I could not believe I was pushing a baby out of my small tiny hole. So that was just the only thing, which I think I could give a get ready with me birth story. So if you guys want that, let me know, because that one, like I tried to like really do like a little birth story experience, but I kind of summed it up like when I had first had my son on one of my YouTubes, one of my vlogs. But no, that was just, it was a different type of, I made it sound like, oh, it was okay, but y'all, that was a different type of feeling. Okay, so I could do another one, another get ready with me story time, because I want to switch it up on my YouTube. I do weekly vlogs all the time, and I don't want it to be the same thing and be repetitive, because I do the same thing weekly. Like, I mean, obviously I take care of my son. Sometimes I try to get out and do things for myself, but it just depends on the nanny availability and then also my man's availability. And yeah, like I'm trying a new thing. I'm trying Pilates, but I just have to see like obviously when everyone is free and available. So I've been like just doing like really different things, honestly, and I just want to like, do something different. Like, I don't know, I love TikTok, but I'm starting to like just like, I want to get paid off TikTok. That's why I've been consistent, because I have been getting paid. And obviously I wanted it to be like a 6-figure income, like, just really like really pouring into that. But it's also like, I don't know, I just feel like it comes off as, maybe it's just like I don't follow a lot of like content creators, so maybe I need to like follow people, but it would be the same thing like on my timeline. And yeah, like I just be wanting to like just see different stuff. I don't know, I was just in like a little funk for the past couple days where I honestly just didn't want to do nothing. Like, when I say I didn't want to do anything, I literally was just like, forget it. I was just like, forget it. Like, I don't want to do anything. Like, I don't know why I felt that way, but maybe just everyone getting in this funk. But I know I asked you guys about this Get Ready With Me. Well, no, I asked y'all what do y'all want to see, and y'all have requested the Get Ready With Me story time. And honestly, I was gonna do a story time about like the one time I caught somebody's cheating, but I was like, I asked my man, I'm like, obviously it wasn't him, but I was like, should I do that? Like, because people was just saying they wanted some like tea and like little juicy story times and stuff. I had asked Instagram and TikTok, and y'all kind of like said that, so I was like, you know what, like I wanted to do that, but my man was just like, he was like, that comes off like a little like just too much and like, messy and stuff, and he don't want nobody to be like I'm that type of person, because I'm not. Like, I literally, like, I don't even do that to people. I still talk good about people that I had encounters with. Like, I don't do friendships, relationships, because at the end of the day, like, I don't know, like, I'm just that type of person. Like, I'm not, honestly, when I'm healed and like over the situation, I still try to remember the good in the people and not the bad, which is really hard to do, because like there'll be times where I'm just thinking about all the bad stuff that has happened to me, that I'm like, you can't do that, you can't do that to yourself, And I love this Charlotte Tilbury spray, which is almost gone, so I'm gonna put on some lip liner too. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit and put in some lip liner. But yeah, so he was just like, don't do that. So I was like, okay. And I know people had asked like when me and him met, but I was just thinking like, okay, most people wanted like a juicy type of story time. I'm like, they probably don't want to hear about this, but some of y'all did ask about this. So I was like, but I was just trying to go with the majority of what I saw, and the majority was like juicy story time, that kind of like gets the people going and attention. But he was right, that's not even me. I'll make it closer so you guys can see me do my lips.
I touch that 5 for you, I do that 3-4 times again.
Do you guys have a favorite brown lip liner, kind of like this type of tone? Because I've tried other ones and they be like too pinky or more on the rosy side. And I got this from this girl that did my makeup in North Carolina. She did my makeup like twice, I think. And yeah, I just feel like I haven't been there to like get them from her, because she had them on hand, and I don't know if she was gonna like just ship to me. Obviously I didn't even want to be a problem, but she had the best. Like, I literally been having that lip liner. I had two since she did my makeup, which is a year ago, but I had two of them. One of them is gone, and then I had saved this one. But I love my makeup. It just comes off so, look at it. Like, my skin is just so good. When your skin is doing good, like you're having a good skin week or a good skin day, you guys should definitely do a beat. But like, my skin has always been like a good type of texture of skin, but I feel like it's because I've always done like what is it? I've always done like facials. I used to do facials every 2 weeks. I used to do like, I've done the micro needling. I've done the, what else I've done? It's other stuff like other facials that I've done. The micro needling and something else. Oh, chemical peels. I used to do those. Like, obviously you can't do them when you're pregnant and breastfeeding. So I honestly stopped like when I got pregnant, and I was just doing like regular facials. But even then, like when I was pregnant, I was doing facials and massages every 2 weeks. Like I was like swap it and do every other one. But yeah, and I honestly feel like that's what helped my skin, because you guys want a skincare like video as well, and I could just honestly go down the line like different products I've used and, you know, give reviews and stuff on them. So I'm definitely gonna get that. I have a lot of like YouTube stuff in the works for y'all, because y'all do be like requesting. Like I said, I don't want to just like do a spend a day with me. I do that on TikTok. I don't want to do a weekly vlog all the time, but I know I am doing a weekly vlog next week, because I already started it today actually. And yeah, like I like doing weekly vlogs when it's like game days in that week and like things to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me story time, like a little love story. If you guys are cheesy like me and want to hear like things like that, well, you probably enjoyed this. But until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.